Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. So, see, like, my hair looked good a minute ago, and then it does weird, poofy things, and I don't know. All right, my Arty friends, it's Sunday. I don't know if y'all noticed anything, or maybe a notice of a lack of many things. But that's the big studio announcement. Look at there behind Patricia. Now, don't look under the desk. That's still one of her stuffy holes that we have not addressed.
Under the desk?
Yeah, you can see that from this little camera. I haven't figured out how to, like, unless you get up taller. And then I can, you know, lift it up.
Well, then I run into that.
You do. But that's the big studio announcement, big cleanup. We're still in the midst of it. My body hurts.
I'm having wrist issues.
But we can see the beads.
And I can find the beads. I was very excited.
And all of the gel printing things are over here. We're still addressing things. But that's okay. You know, it's a process, y'all. It's a process.
It is.
I got a kick out of some of y'all's guesses. That was pretty fun. Griffin Shell, I would no. All right, my Arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we are an Arty-friendly bunch of folks, and that's how we know that you are here. If you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine. We really don't mind. Give us those watch time. We really appreciate it. But if you would give those thumbsy upsies, because that lets the YouTubes know that you enjoyed what you were watching. And then we can, you know, continue to build this thing and bring in more Arty friends. Because you know what? We need community now more than ever before. Yes. Okay, so thumbsy upsies. If you're watching on replay, please also thumbsy upsie. And if you are watching in replay, let us know down below in the comments because we want to know that. And messing with that thing because that was bothering me. There we go. Futzing with things, y'all. There we go. So yes, hellos and thank yous and share, please. If you would share, then I can be like, woo! And y'all know you love a woo. Yeah. Okay, let's say hello, everybody. We've got Alice Goes Nomad. Hello, Alice. And Webb's here. Anthony Cody. He's the Baron maker. If you didn't know that, he's the dude that makes the little wooden thing that, you know, P's always, you know, rubbing things with. And there it is. That's the wooden rubber.
Everybody needs one of those.
Everybody. Oppo May's here. That's April. Art Curious by MNW. That's Miriam. I hope you are feeling better, Miriam. Becky Bokern is here. Bobby. Carol's Crafty Canvas. Very happy you were here. Carrie Griffiths. He's Carrie the Crafter. If you didn't know that, I don't know where you've been. Cheryl Goodson's here. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darcy's here. Eddie. Those are our mods. Elizabeth. Estella, Gerald, that's Jerry, Griffin Shield, that's Rhonda, Hoard of Paper Crafts, that's Mimi, Ingrid's here, Yanka, Jennifer, that's Jennifer McCannon and Jennifer's Dog's Life, and as Eddie said, the Jennifers are here, Lexi's here, Lagia, Lizanne, Mary Thomas in the house, Messy Table Studio, that's Vicky, Michelle with one L, Nadine, Organized Mom, that's Stephanie. Paige is here. Paula, Robin, Tegan, the Shelley Studio, that's Margot, and Lizzie Jean. Somebody else popped in at the top. I think that was Angela. All right, my Arty friends, if I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. I simply did not see you on the list. Give me some extra pinky hello hands or yellow hello. Either way, just some kind of emoji thing that says, hello, I'm here. And, oh goodness, Ricky Normeyer just ordered her third Lazy Susan just for mediums and gesso and inks. We understand this. We understand the struggle.
I had more space. I have a box of paint under my feet that I'm using for an ottoman right now.
We removed the ottoman from the studio.
We're going to have it reupholstered because it's in very...
Seen better days. It has indeed. Okay, I don't know why it's so dark over there. Also, let me lighten up my screen because sometimes that makes all the difference.
Oh, such a lovely print.
Dealing with like the new background being so. Aren't y'all like? Okay, now that I'm looking at the thing, I mean, are y'all like? Did you see the desk? I've got some like during pictures, like when everything was, and we're still kind of in the during, but
chaos.
Chaos.
One must have a bit of chaos if you are going to create.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, something else I wanted to let y'all know. Christy Hartman's not here, but is Margie here? They both reached out to me about the paper sample books. I think tomorrow what I'll do, because they're all different.
You should Zoom.
I should either Zoom them. If y'all are interested in any of the paper sample books, I was also thinking about maybe utilizing a little bit of my time tomorrow. That's on Monday. My mic is down. It's like right here. Is that better? How about now? Is that better? I just hate it when it's in the poking right at me. Let's see. What was I saying? Oh, not me. P. Yeah, hers has been moved around all over the place.
What?
Your mic.
Oh, yeah, I hit it all the time.
Oh, don't touch it. And I'm going to turn you. All right, you talk. See if that's better.
Hello, hello, hello.
Is that better? Because she looks down when she talks.
Well, usually, yeah.
I might just get you one of those little lavaliers and see if we can.
Oh, you mean the pin on kind of things where you talk into them?
Mm-hmm. I sent it.
Well, sometimes I mumble for a reason.
Yeah, that was just for those of you that, can read lips or, understand mumble.
Sometimes I'm just self-dialoguing and I don't need to involve anyone else.
Okay. Is that better? Okay. What are we doing? Do I need to go topside? I said all the things. Thumbsy upsies. Say hello in the chat. Share the stream if you would. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
And you need to remind people that sign-up date's already gone. If you didn't sign up.
Oh, that's true. Yes. You need to check and see your swap partner has been listed over there. That's the swap for the dolls. Look at what I found. I'm going to make this into one. And then this is something Izzy.
What are those?
Well, this is something of yours. And I just, y'all, the amount of art and art things here. That's the other thing. I have all these off-cut pieces because we finally just made a decision on these larger sheets, these sample sheets that we would get from the paper company. They didn't fit in the cabinet. So I cut them all. So we can actually access them. Brilliant idea. Versus them being in a box that gets buried underneath the other stuff.
Jawohl.
Yeah, this is Pedro's very angry cousin. Horny man.
I think he was one that he was interviewing for inclusion in the stencil.
He didn't get the job. A little off-putting.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Devin. All right, I'm gonna go topside.
Okay.
What all are you doing today? That we get to see if this whole setup really. Here's the thing, so she had. And I think at one point you did utilize more of the bins behind you for the gel plates, but then you upgraded to the and got rid of the 8x10s. I'm gonna just go topside though here. Top view. There we are.
And I wished I'd kept one of them. One.
Yeah.
But I really don't like them. Okay, so Anyway, I just pulled this off of here. Isn't it just stunning?
It is. That's using Miriam's Flordidio.
And I
don't know if I say that right. Just, I really want to, but it doesn't come out right.
Really, the whole thing here on these, and I know that I've talked about the doing the pups. Well, this is carnival.
Yeah, so I know, like we're keeping all our dolls.
It is not going to tear as well as
not in that direction.
And the thing about it is if you do, I'll get down here where you can see it here in a minute.
Okay, you like how I said good.
Here it goes. Okay, my and if it's not tearing really well, then turn it over and use the flat side rather than the
Why don't you come across it with a X-Acto?
Because I really like to have that little bit of kind of a rough edge there.
Okay.
And I wanted to do this because I think one of the things that you can do with the pups edges is have a really, a nice print like this.
Oh, and remove the edges off of it.
And remove the edges off of it, turn it over, and apply those.
Well, look at you.
I know.
I mean, coming up with all kinds of new ways to use these. So now we call these the pups, but this technically isn't the pups. This is just, strips.
Yes.
Strips of painty paper. The pups are the ones, the deli paper.
Yeah, I'll get those here in a sec.
So I don't want to confuse people. I have updated the PM isms. If y'all don't, if you want to get all note up.
You have to really, how I'm pulling my thumb. It's really this, I mean, I'm making it look easy, but it really isn't.
Eddie uses a rotary blade.
Well, bully for you, Eddie.
She's very impressed with you, Eddie.
Rotor your little heart out. Okay. Got 2 good strips here. I like the idea of those rotary things, but I just envision myself, putting my hand down here and just
rotoring off a little tip.
Right over the top of the whole mess.
It's a user thing. It is not a tool thing.
No.
This one should go fast. See? There's a difference, y'all.
Yes. Carnival.
Oh, I know. I loved it. Lygia was the one who'd said that she went over there and read them and giggled, and she even learned a few. I mean, we try to, if they're good ones, they stick around for a while. Now, some of that just does kind of. But I think the funny thing is that regardless, if somebody comes in and watches a video from way back, they're going to recognize terminology there. So it's not like, even though we may not use it today, it's out there and it is, part of the PM isms.
In the big wide world.
And the wild world.
All right, now, what I want to address here is the whole business of the gluing down.
Oh. See what you're
You don't necessarily have to have like a whole big thing here, but don't cut off all of your white, because what you're basically going to do
Lori,
is you're going to put these right next to each other here.
Hey, Jerry.
And then glue this down and just, continue on here. Now, I'm not going to glue these down.
Hi, Belinda.
Because, but see how that works?
Oh, Lexi says you could also run a needle tool down the paper a few times for a straight but slightly rippier edge.
A what?
Like a pen.
Oh. Well, I've done that before.
We've never done that. This is new information.
New information.
Love it.
Okay, so you see how
Tips and tricks.
how this works here.
Hi, Cass.
And you don't worry about your edges till you get finished, and you can cut those off.
Yeah.
All right.
Snippy snappy.
Snippy snappy. All right. I'm definitely going to use this in my book because I don't really have.
And that pink is fabulous,
isn't it? And doesn't it look it? And
the orange and stuff in there. I just love it.
Some other mucky muck that was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what.
I think
that was a pull up.
Even for our pink haters, I mean, this ain't too shabby.
I know. And
please chime in, pink haters. Yay or nay.
And I did do a whole series of prints that were absolutely out of this world.
We have new packets. Oh, and we do have Eddie's guess was that we have new things in this in the shop, which we do, because Sophia got one of the little tracery. She got one of the tracery things, the freebies.
Okay. I want to talk about that in just a moment.
I'm going to show them the tracery one since I'm talking about it.
I don't know what it is.
It's the one I gave you, the brand new one. It's there. It was in that pile.
This one?
No. That one underneath maybe, or no, that's not it. I love it that she does not know the name of her.
I don't have to.
I'm so sore. My poor little body just hurts. That one.
Yeah.
Hey, we found a bunch of things. I think things that she never used because they got, stuck at the bottom of a pile.
Oh, and I did find the feather mask.
Yeah.
Which is not,
the feathers in the mask.
Yeah. Haven't really decided how to do the feathers yet, so it's still
in progress.
It's back over yonder here. I will show it to you, but I found the feathers because I don't know if I've.
Oh, Cheryl wanted to know if the pink pole was a long haul, maybe a mid one.
Well,
that print that you were just tearing the strips off of.
Oh no, it was just a pickup print. Just cleaning the plate off. Okay, remember the mask? Yeah, y'all remember? It's the mask. This was the it's semi-symmetrical.
Yeah, and the other piece to the tracery, because there's another, it's kind of a twofer thing. There's a special and a super.
Oh yeah, well,
but the super's in the bathtub
because it's
super stuck.
Yeah.
Even P does rookie moves every once in a while.
Good piece of paper. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. All right, so here's the mask, as and I don't, I love both sides of this so much. I just really, and I think that was part of it. It was like,
ooh,
I can't,
hey, Sherry,
I can't commit to.
Well, I thought that was kind of the whole thing, is that you got to that point and you like it all just kind of as is.
I do.
And then your feathers are a separate thing. And I think you should just put like your feathers in your book. Like a feather in your cap. Found them and then I stuck them down somewhere.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of finding these dang things. And
So I've got, okay. Now, I don't know where the one is that I cut out, of course. I don't know if it got lost in the shuffle.
There's been a lot of moving things happening.
Moving parts here. But, I mean.
And I think you really only had kind of two. Basically, when she started acting up, I told her to go take a nap. So there were like two main ones.
Two what?
Melty down. Almost melt. Like, when she was heading in that direction.
Yeah. And it's kind of like you learn at Al-Anon that you don't want to get to anything, because that's when
yeah, make bad decisions.
You make bad decisions. Yes, that too. All right, let's get these on some white paper here so we can really see and appreciate. Okay, so what I did is I took the what do you call that stuff? Thick stuff.
The thick
Impasto.
Oh, that's right.
and put it on there and got some texture, actual texture on the leaves. Did I show that already? Did I show that process?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so there's some, I mean, these are really super fantastic leaves.
Feathers.
Feathers, leaves, you know.
You know.
6
Hey,
of one,
Becky.
half a dozen of the other.
We got the Becky's
You can
represented
tell this
today.
has been on here a while. It's stuck.
Yeah, well, and it was, at the bottom of a pile, and so therefore it gets compressed.
This is looking kind of nice, isn't it? But anyhow, you can see the texture.
You need to just glue those in the book.
I don't want to glue them. I just think they need to be left loose so that you can look at them and touch them and
all right, well, you got to
rub them on your
I don't recommend that. Don't rub yourself with. But you do you, y'all. You do you.
Okay, yeah, that's. But look, aren't they just? I think they're just splendid. I really like them a lot, and I think that they definitely. Wow, look at it.
I very much enjoy it. Like once I'm in it, but then trying to get started with her.
See, I knew that was going to happen, or the potential of that.
Yeah, ripping things apart. But yeah, she shuts down. And she doesn't see the vision. No, she is so concerned about where is my stuff going versus, okay, what is it that I'm trying to achieve? That is the unfortunate, and I've been talking to her about it. I said, okay, let's focus on the thing that we're trying to achieve here, which is you want access to your beads. So we're going to make that happen first and foremost, because then you see, okay, this is the space. Now we've got to deal with all of these things that were in front of the beads.
That sort of kept me motivated, but then I was just like, oh my gosh, we're displacing so many of my
things that she has right there.
And I need them. I need them right there.
And I said, you need to readdress that and figure out really which things are necessary,
really important, and which things aren't. And I suck at prioritizing.
Well, then I said, here's the way you're going to look at it. There were so many things that were just in little stuffy holes that just are unnecessary because they weren't even accessible.
This is very true.
And so that helped me understand, okay, you're right about that. So now let's figure out what to do with those things. Do they need to be, we're going to save some of them. Some of it just needs to go away. Some of it is just trash. And she just doesn't know what to do with it or deal with it. Or she feels like it might be important. Or, like with even just mail or things that maybe, was a little piece of something that you love so much. And it's like, but you have the other thing. So just chuck it. It's okay. I also made some executive decisions.
Well, Sister Susie used to talk to me about this.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a thing with mail. I don't know what to keep and what to throw away, and it's very troublesome because I guess the thing about it is at one point in time I threw something away and it was very traumatic.
Right, like you needed it, you didn't have it,
and having to go through bags of trash to find something. I don't know that this is worth it or not. I'm not really in love with this.
And I would say like a majority of the mail, so much of that information and whatever is attached to some digital account. So like to me, like I don't even think twice about any of that because it would be able to be found. There's trails of it. But I can understand you coming from a different generation. And sometimes the only proof you had of something was that piece of mail.
Yeah.
That invoice, that thing, whatever.
I don't,
And all of her emails come to me, so I don't know really what the problem. Her secretary takes care of all that other stuff.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Okay, I don't know if I'm loving that. I'm really glad that I didn't.
Exactly, Paula. Like
I didn't vacuum because Right. I don't know why I'm such a messy cutter. Everything just ends up on the floor. Okay, I don't know if I love those or
Oh,
not.
I know. And I have been very inspired by Darcy. Oh, hello, Vanessa.
And I just, I don't know here about these leaves and what to do with leaves.
Although I'm not videoing this process. I did take some like drawings and stuff. I have a little video that I'll do, but
okay. So here's what I'm going to do, and this is what I recommend to you. To stop this business with the
sticking.
The sticking.
The sticking. Do you? Well, see, you don't know if you're going to glue them down or not.
No, I'm not going to glue them down, but I don't even know what I'm going to do with them right at this moment in time.
Okay.
So I just take and put them. Sorry.
This is a process.
In this.
That one looks kind of like a pickle.
And the thing about it is you want to give yourself room to fold.
Mm-hmm.
So you try to line up the ones that
similar sizes.
Similar sizes, and those long suckers, I don't know where they're going.
And I can't tell you how many little packets and envelopes and
I found the
things like this.
What do you call those things? Okay.
Hello, Anne.
Okay, now when you get ready to fold these, you need to hold them in place. And there you have a little packet.
Oh, I gotta tell you this. So, Lygia, that is so sweet, and thank you. And I kind of needed to hear that because sometimes we worry. She says she took a mixed media course at her local art community center, and I thought an in-person experience. I would learn more. But I found that I learned so much from P. This stream is like the mixed media class. Thank you.
Thank you.
And with little organization things and hopefully some funny things.
And I'm
Hey,
doing
Walter.
this because you saw what happened when I picked them apart, and part of the and that patina is really important because I built it up specifically.
And I'd love to tell you that it was all done in one stream, but it wasn't because we kept losing the feathers and then finding the feathers. And each time we find the feathers, something happens to them.
Something happens.
So right now what they're doing is they're getting packaged up in hopes that we will find the feathers when the perfect feather holding project presents itself.
And
I think it's more than that, Amy, but.
Okay, so I'm just getting them
Maybe
down
16.
so they're going to all fit into, on these down on the end here.
Oh, hey, friend.
Crappy poo-poo feathers anyway.
Crappy poo-poo feathers.
Crappy poo-poo.
Yeah, well, the stamping of it was crappy poo-poo, is it?
Well, what happened here is this is very porous paper. And these will be great for just, gluing down someplace that you don't care what happens here. All right. This is going to be a really...
You got to choose, yeah.
Tricky. Who's going to have be given up on? Okay, there, that
Oh,
work.
look, there you go.
There. And then we've got this. So now all of this...
Isabella. She's crinkling.
Is in... She's chuckling now. It will fit into a folder. It can fit into...
I'm going to post later. I'm going to post pictures of all the folders and the bags. Bag it and tag it. We're almost calling this project complete. Really, all it's missing is a folder or a bag.
Yes, and I think that... Do you have any of those over there? Folders and
no,
whatnot?
because, maybe.
This is really messy and ucky looking, but look at that. Isn't that a great splat there?
It's part of the Fran's thing.
Oh my gosh, Fran, I just love that one so much. I use
the urchin.
Urchins I use all the time. Okay.
Hello, Carla.
Now, I can't show you this because I chopped it up.
Oh, Lexi says, does anyone have a good storage solution for big papers that don't come on a pad, newsprint, packaging paper. I went to store it vertically, but tired of it flopping around. Okay, what you need to do is you gotta find chipboard or even piece chipboard together so it holds it. Because I ran into that same issue with a lot of the rice papers and the that darn deli paper and all of that business. So if you do have some of those bigger pads of paper and maybe you aren't using them anymore, or you keep the chipboard for the love of God. Also big boxes, you can cut those up and then put it in as sliders in between. And then the other nice thing is whenever you get packaging, anything shipped to you that's in those bigger bags of any sort, even if they're just those crinkly mylar-y whatevers, they're very helpful. So you put the cardboard in and then the flippy floppy type papers, because it will help hold it up. It makes it slick enough that you can slide it in and out. Bam. Tips and tricks, y'all.
Tips and tricks. Well, I'm tip and tricking you.
Yeah, here you go.
Here we go. Okay, so, well, we did discover a lot of things that we did.
Rediscover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this, oh dear, look, it needs a bit of sewing there. Oh.
Mm.
This is one of a pair of slippers. The dogs ate the other one.
So
literally, you've heard about the dogs eating the homework. Well, the dogs ate my dadgum slipper. So, this is the one that survived.
You just turned it into
and
a pouch.
I made it into a pouch. But isn't it just as cute as it can be? It's kind of clammy. And I am going to...
Y'all know what clams are like. And it's pink and fluffy.
And they were so cute, and I loved them so much. And, you know, and I didn't know which dog to beat because they all were sitting there looking at me, and so
you weren't gonna beat them. Don't even believe her about that. No,
the
she
dogs.
speak to them harshly. There was no beating.
But they were all waiting.
I just didn't want anybody
They
that just
all kind of looked guilty. I think they might have been two of them involved in a bit of tug and
it was
war.
It was a party
Because it was not. And this one had damage to it, but
Yeah.
it was more intact than the others. But it's holding little beads in there. Did you see those? I'm so excited.
Yeah,
about
the feather masks are Fran's, and then the ones that were stamped are Sophia's. All kinds of different feathers happening over here at PM Artist Studio.
Yes. And I would recommend that you get them all because they're just wonderful. Okay.
Oh, that was the other thing. So, like, in this cabinet, I went ahead and anything and everything. Okay, if it was tall, like we have one section where it would go upright this way, but if it didn't fit, you know, this way and this way, that got cut off. So, and then I went ahead and made the decision that even though I could have just cut off an inch and kept whatever, well, that 1 inch was kind of meh. I ended up cutting off 3 inches because I thought, because now I have all these beautiful ends of this paper, and at least this way they could be used for, I mean, I guess it's still short of an ATC, but that's actually not true because you could do it the other way. But there's enough there to do something more so than just a 1 inch strip. Because yes, of course we all keep those. She hollered at me, show me your little strip cup over there. I got hollered at about this one because I said, can we please just throw this away?
No.
And the answer was no.
And look at this lovely decoupage here. Now this is
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, these are rubbings.
This is PM Artist Studio.
There's some fancy stuff on the inside of this one too. What it is it's a salt thing. They're really great. And if you keep the top part of this and you put it onto a mason jar, you can create, because we clean our skillets with salt.
She cleans. Don't say we. I take no part in that.
Yeah, I clean them with salt. But now what these are is back in the day when you received a packet, it used to have a
we spent more time
sticker on it.
Yeah,
closing it up.
Thank you.
And these I kept, and I used them all the time. So,
but we're always trying to figure out how, you know, to scale things up. Things need to be in a process that doesn't, like, you know, crazy time consuming, extra, you know, supplies or extra work. So that was one of those things where it was like, that doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense to put the little stickers on there.
but anyhow, save your salt containers. They make great things. Then I found this, and it had fallen back behind all of this over here. And it's an uncommon scold. And
oh, where did that come from?
Well, I've got it. I had it. I thought I had it here. A little
note.
Mm-hmm. You know, like one of them that. Well, must have. Anyway,
why didn't you write
if you
it?
sent me, I don't know. You know, don't send me books without writing in them.
There's an F at the front.
But I think that F was there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is compiled by Abby Adams. I love this font.
Yeah, I did start without you, Sherry. I apologize, but honey, you just show up anytime. There's plenty to do.
Okay, so the thing about it is here in the contents, and I don't think it has a. Yeah, it does. It has an index also. You know. So that's really nice.
Yeah, and P does use, like, if you keep any of your so Christmas wrapping paper, if you keep the tubes, if you have bigger stuff and you want to archive them in scrolls, because we have that situation as well. It's up on the shelf here. It needs to be dealt with. But yes, that is another, like, I think that's for more finished work than it is for storing papers, because to use your stuff, that's been one of the things. That's why we made sure we put it in the cabinet right here. I now know where all of the different papers are. And she's like, well, what if I need it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm right here.
And she told me it would be fine if I go and get her.
Yeah.
Remember when we did these?
You know, and one of those books are over here.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, I mean, we did such cool things. That was when we used to do the monthly or weekly Carrie Gibson. Man, she was bold. We kept up for a little bit. But we did the journal prompt thing with her. And that was from one of those. I'm trying to see if anybody sent us the book. Mm-hmm. Bianca, thank you for hanging. Zipper pulls like that. It's a new one in the shop, friend.
A little of what you fancy does you good.
Uh-huh.
Virtue has its own reward, but no sale at the box office. Mae West.
Mm-hmm.
Television. I don't like any of those. I like Fran Lebowitz a lot. The opposite of talking isn't listening. The opposite of talking is waiting.
Mm-hmm.
No one really listens to anyone else. And if you try it for a while, you'll see why. Mignon McLaughlin.
Hey, I think y'all are here and y'all are listening.
She probably labored under the common delusion that you made things better by talking about them. Dame Rose Macaulay.
Hey, Marcia. No worries. Oh, and Carrie put out a video on he's ahead of the game. Holiday cards, abstract holiday cards. He used his little houses, his house stamps. Super cute. I haven't watched the full video, but I saw it posted and I was like, oh, look at him.
Okay, now this is...
I mean,
yeah,
giving the inspo before the holiday season kicks in.
I thought this was...
That's fabulous.
One of my best ones that I did.
And I think these are like the little books that Carrie was talking about the other day that I think we all went through a little phase where we bought the books.
Yeah, well, we've got some more over there. Do you know where the empty ones are?
A few of them. I only found like a handful.
Well, Izzy was pretty hard on them.
Yeah. And I still find them around. Just The cover's done.
Oh, and this is, and see, I just went through here and a thought book for my Arty Ann friend, December 2022. And of course, this is one of my favorite quotes. I quote it all the time. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
The tracery thing, is that what you're talking about?
That. And I think this is a wonderful thing to do. This isn't Thursday, but when someone spews something really hurtful, don't pick it up and hold it into your heart and snuggle with it and carry it around for a long time. Don't even put energy into kicking it to the curb. You got to see it and step over it and go around it and keep on going. Brene Brown. But Julie Hayes sent me that.
I love
She
Brene
thought I
Brown. She lives in Houston, I think. She's Texas.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And here's some
We should go visit her.
color thing. Oh, yeah. Call her up and tell her we'll be over.
Yeah.
For a spot of tea in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Got your mask. You found it.
Kuchisabishi.
Mm-hmm.
Eating because your mouth is lonely.
I think about that term often.
I think it is too. And then my wonderful calligraphy there. A lot of little stamping.
Where was that book? Just shoved back in one of the stuffy holes.
I found it. Belief gets in the way of learning. Robert Heinlein.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wrote down here Karen Rice watercolor channel. I don't know what that means. Oh, look, check it out, Fran. You still here?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is impossible to a willing heart.
Well, I don't know. She might be moving a big rug. She'll be back.
Oh, okay. And that was on a fortune cookie, too. Oh, and here's something. Mono printing by Naomi Frears. Don't really
Look at you. Very busy in that little book.
I know. Never attempt, I love this one. Never attempt to teach a pig to sing. It wastes your time and annoys the pig.
Yeah, well,
Robert Heinlein.
Also, here's a funny little thing. While she's reading some of these to me out loud, I am working. She's supervising and looking through things.
This is why it is. Do you know what it was like for me to pack up my house and
don't
move?
even. I don't even know how it happened.
How many hours I spent at night on my bed until midnight, sifting through pieces of paper, correspondence, and I threw away some stuff that I am still sad about.
Yeah. You should always keep the correspondence. Like all the things that y'all send us, we've got bins full of them. And it's over in storage. And one of these days, when we do have the big old warehouse, like Jennifer thought maybe we might be getting our big old warehouse. But we've really decided that what has to happen is that we just need land. Like we have to live and work at the same place.
Okay, I really need you to nip the edges of the bottom part of the B here.
Okay, do that.
We're going to add that to the book right now.
Okay. Now, what else are we doing here today?
Well, we're going to work in the other book, but I'm going to do some gel printing because I feel like I've been negligent. And then I found all these little fun little pieces of paper here.
I cannot tell you how many little envelopes full of things just like this. Let us know in the comments. Do you
we
have
all have our
little things?
Picadillos.
Picadillos.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue down my little flap there that I've just now made.
Hi, Anita. Hey, Nadine. Yeah, so Nadine says that that's always the hard part for her. She gets caught up in the looking at things I find rather than just continuing to clean. Yeah. And so every once in a while, what I do here, you need to like cut a little hump in it so you don't cover up the flour. Here, give me that. I got you, girl. I understand.
Got glue on it.
It's okay.
I know I have a little heavy duty.
Your flap's a little long, and we're gonna do it like this.
It doesn't need to be that long. Okay. Don't handicap your children by making their lives easy. Robert Heinlein is a science, and he's not science fiction because he's philosophical science kind of guy. Thank you, Mariah, for doing that. That's almost empty. Just a little bit. Take it I don't really know what the
Yes,
bee
and
has
eventually
to
that's
do
what
with.
we're like, you know, kind of how I do my board up here. Like I do take this down, but then we save all of that and we have a.
And I need to write this out so that I can put it on my book.
Okay.
So I
Maybe you should
that's
just.
one of the reasons that I brought this
Okay.
out. And I do have, I think that's the last. Oh no, here, one more page.
Miriam, that is totally like what Pete will do. She gets to a point and then she's just like, okay, I got this one thing, this one area cleaned off, and then things just get stuffed. And then that's why there's about like 20 different boxes that all have similar items in them depending on at what stage of the, you know, thing that all this happened. And that's where I'm like, okay, hey, there's foil over here, there's foil. We know where the foil is at. And then it's hilarious because the last time we did this, the thing that says foil on it says, and more foil. And I also found more foil. Like, when can we stop keeping the foil?
Well, now that we have it all together, we can pretty much, you know, that.
Y'all want to see the foil bag?
This is like.
You don't think people should see your foil bag? I think it's very representative. It represents, you know, the process. And I think some of these people would very much like to see your foil, but we'll wait. We'll see. Mm-hmm. All right. You want to get out your gel prints? I'm very curious as to, like, your enjoyment of them being.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to show the bag?
Yes, I think.
Okay, I have to keep this out because these are going to help me in doing some of the stuff in my book.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not quite ready. You're rushing me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because I have to show my.
Oh, bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging.
So Walter, you might want to wait just a minute because
you may have to go to work. People, you know, do things and have to go places.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I found these and look how
Please
lovely
show the foil.
I have.
I was waiting for at least one person to say, "Please show the foil."
What?
It was Ann Laura. Oh, and I found the Edward Gorey.
Oh, I need those. I need the Edward Gorey sticker book.
Here.
But aren't these wonderful? I don't really know exactly what they were designed for.
I'm going to put it right down here and you can show them here.
My foil.
All the foil. The Edward Gorey book is over here.
Okay, and then I found this little, and I know at one time it must have had something really important in it. But this is another one of the little packets. But I kept it because I thought it was just so wonderful.
Hello, Liz.
But you can see how they've folded the wax paper to contain a little something there.
I found a lot of those sorts of things.
But isn't that wonderful? I just, you know, when you find things like this, I know it's really weird to keep it, but what it says to me is that it says there was something precious in here. And even though it's no longer in there, the sentiment that was involved in making that little packet, plus it fits perfectly in this little hoodie-doo.
I will say, like, Nadine, if you have somebody in your life that is willing and you are comfortable, like, it is very vulnerable to do these cleaning things. And the only person that can do it with her and her not have a complete, like, nervous breakdown is me. Yeah. Because I know her so well, and I know when she needs the nap. I know when she needs to eat. I know when we kind of just need a break. And that's both of us, because I get frustrated with her. And
it's just best if you had that off at the pass.
Yeah. But it is helpful because I do keep her on track. And every once in a while, I let her just kind of look through some things. And then I handle a different section while she's looking and perusing. Becoming reacquainted with things that have been stuffed away for a while.
Foil!
You know. Yeah, that's all the foil.
This is the foil. There's every kind of foil that your little heart could possibly want.
Candy
in here. So if you need to add, you know, larger areas of bling bling, it's here.
And I really wish we could find a company that would produce embossing folders of our designs. I miss that process, but I'm not supporting, sorry. I mean, we are PMR Studio, we sell things, and it's part of our, thing that we do. But I want embossing folders of our designs.
Yes.
Because we did such cool things with them, and I miss that. But again, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Sell your designs to somebody else?
Well, no, I mean, I wish they would approach me and, we could all make some more money and...
Somebody happy hands you there.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Jenny.
All right, let's just move on here and get after this. I don't really think I'm going to need that.
Well, sometimes there's a little less love and compassion. More like, listen, lady. There's some hard love.
Yeah, and the thing about it is,
yeah,
Mariah knows from tried and true.
Did you like that?
That.
It's really I think that's Dana Carvey. It's
what?
My Dana Carvey impression of Bush. But Eddie knew. Eddie knows me.
I don't even know who Dana Carvey is. I probably do, but I don't know that I know.
Right.
You'll have to.
I'll show you a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to straighten this up here.
It's a double impression.
Okay.
This is Mayhem.
Hey, and check
Elegant
it out.
Mayhem that has been altered.
Cut around the edges because I was so tired of that showing up as, just a straight line there. So
yeah.
I cut some stuff off. And I look at these and I think, well, those need to be a little bit more angled. But, it's kind of like when I cut my hair. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times to get it right. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about the flopping off here.
It is a Mayhem kind of Sunday. Hello,
okay,
Sonia.
This might be a good one. But I'm doing this because I want to tell you about this. When you're doing flop offs, you need to make sure that you don't have turny up corners. Because a lot of times...
listen to this. So, Lygia says that my mom was tough love growing up. And now that I have to care for her, she doesn't like my tough love. But I learned it from you, Mom. I tell her that. Like, where do you think I got this from? Like, this is not something that just appeared.
Every now
and then we've got a third one.
Downstairs.
It's really embracing.
She will tell Izzy. She's turned into a sassy little...
Yeah, she is. But it
amuses me.
It is acceptable sass.
It is. And she knows.
It is not rude. And when she is rude, I let, hey, whoa.
Yeah.
Simmer down.
Back it up there, sister. Okay. So, I am going to flop this off onto this. And oh my goodness, I need to employ I still need my one table here,
the bridge
table.
It's part of the process.
It's just really close to my hand right here when I...
Yeah, you don't have to turn all the way around.
Yeah, and nobody likes that.
No.
Okay, I'm really thinking this, because I think it's got some interesting color things here. And one of the things about stencils that you look for is you think about what you're covering up and what you're allowing to show through. So when I put this down on after I pull this up, what I'm going to get is I'm going to get this design that you see here.
Let's do it.
Okay. Everybody's on board.
On board.
On board. Okay.
Boop, boop.
Let's I'm really thinking something kind of weird here. Let's go with Quinacridone Rose.
Oh, well, and then this one. Okay, there's this little box, which is a cute box. And see, I like cute boxes. So what we value is different. The box had hairpins in it, which I don't really even understand. I don't.
Bobby pins.
Bobby pins. I don't. None of thus use them.
Now, see, this is where short-sightedness. This is where, yeah.
I don't know. So I say, hey, can I just toss these? And then I got the look of like, are you flipping kidding me? Although it was the more harsher F. I just want y'all to know, like, that's. So then she takes the bobby pins, does whatever she needs to do with them. I didn't ask any questions regarding that. She hands the box to me and says, you know, you can throw this away. And I'm like, the box was the better deal out of that. And I said, and this box fits in this other box that you wanted to keep.
It's too little. It's a little box. I don't like it.
I like the little boxes. So I kept it. And it's inside the other box that she kept inside of this other box of boxes, along with toilet paper rolls, kitchen towel rolls, and other various things that we are keeping because they once were described as trash, but not here at PM Artist Studio.
Hell no.
That's right.
Okay, now I can't do that, but
Paula, hey, as soon as 3D printing becomes something that is more scalable, we're on it. It just isn't. I mean, for what the equipment costs, the space required, especially if you do want a higher, end. But again, the production of it, the timing, we wouldn't be able to sell them. We could make them for ourselves, but that would be not fair.
What are you talking about?
Creating embossing folders. Because remember, I've talked about that. And that was one of the reasons we were thinking about like a 3D printer. But they still they're not fast enough, or it wouldn't be profitable at this moment in time. Like at all.
Yeah. So
like even a hobby machine wouldn't get us what we need. And we don't have the room for it right now. We just don't.
Sometimes these little weird things that you have on your brayer are cool.
Yes.
Other times, when they start becoming,
and that
like
looks worse.
Cancerous growth. I don't even know what the hell this is here.
It looks
some ucky.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I may have to peel my brayer sooner than I
anticipated.
Yeah. I always try to pull it with something interesting. Well, there's an interesting color on it.
Ooh, that's cool.
Isn't that wonderful? Okay, now don't get excited because we're going to...
the discussion on who, it really is a personal thing on whether or not a box is a good box. Some we agree upon.
Yes, but here's the thing. Those little itty-bitty boxes, you just sort of have to manufacture things that are going to go into them. Or they're really cool if you have a specific purpose for them. I'm
going to chuck this at you. This little itty bitty box. This awesome thing I made.
Well,
it's been up on the shelf a little bit. It needed some attention.
I really need boxes to be more geared towards function rather than, decorative form.
What is it?
It was really a crap piece of paper. I don't know why it's even in my purview. All right,
we're finding some rando papers, and I was like,
yeah, okay. Where's my funky pink? Here's my funky pink, but I really want this other.
Yes, this is Eddie's, but she cut the edges, so you'd have to cut your edges. Takes a little time, but well worth the
Yeah.
Mo says, you want to know more about the bits on the brayer? Well, yeah, there's a PM glossary. Explain some of those things. We talk about those sorts of things over there. I love updating the PMisms because I just get a chuckle out of it, and it's like, going through the other ones. And then, you know, sometimes I'm like, not everything is always 100% in alphabetical order. I do go back if like, I don't know what I was thinking that day.
Yeah, why is that?
It's vaguely, pretty much. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Diane.
Okay, see that we left some behind here. Okay, that's lovely. Now, I will show you this at a later date. I love that I've got all this space back here to flop things.
And I told her, I said, here's the thing. Just look at them beads and think, do I need to get to the beads?
We're going to leave this, and I'm going to turn it over. Look at that. That's going to be really...
And Eddie wanted to know if my CD collection was alphabetized. I don't think so. Maybe.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
This one, no. Of course not. No, nobody expected.
Hell no.
Just trying to think. Maybe.
Okay, this is probably going to be okay if I avoid that part. Okay, now look, this is how it happens, because look at this.
Yes. Already have a little different interest at the top and stuff, and yeah, good stuff there, Patricia.
I know. All right, I'm going to bring this back and show you here. This was the flop off.
Oh, Cheryl wants to know, what is your technique for the brayer offs, where the brayer does not grab and roll up?
Okay.
Into the, the paper rolling into
See what I'm doing with my hand over here? This is that stuff.
Oh, okay. So we found
and it's much better than the foam. The foam is okay.
You like it for the squishiness.
But what I did is I just put the silicone stuff right, and I cut it so it fits here. But that's what keeps it from scooting around, and that's why I have this thing here, because you're absolutely right. I mean, even with this here, sometimes I do still get
yeah. Now Becky, she uses she keeps a clipboard there. My thing with that, with this little high maintenance for her. She needs something she can just kind of keep going.
Okay, that's poopy.
That is poopy. But yeah, anything sort of grippy down there is great. And the foam worked well too for that. But the paint built up on the foam, and now she's finding out that the paint can be wiped up or peeled off of the silicone. Thank you, our fairy art godmother. Mm-hmm.
But see that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just did this because I really wanted it to have more of a orangey tint to it rather than a kind of.
Oh, Angela, look, Angela says, I have a good milk carton that needs a makeover. Yeah, that's part of the things in the box over here. It's got an inch of dust inside of it because it was sitting up on the hootie-doo over there. And she said, you do not. That's a milk carton.
Milk carton. No, not milk.
Well, like half and half, or yeah. Dairy product.
And this was a bag from Fast Freddy's Burgers, or
Fast Freddy?
I don't know. Some had Freddy in it. Freddy is a veteran, and I don't know why we don't get Freddy's Burgers anymore.
Because we went keto, and we really don't go do that stuff as much.
I need to send Van over there.
I would like a burger today. I've been thinking about it. But I don't like Freddy's as much as I like Scotty P's.
Oh, my goodness. And look at that. Look at that wonderful.
Now, this is a pup.
This is a pup. And look at that. That's looking pretty deadgum wonderful. Okay, and then Look at this. How much more vibrant.
Yeah, you need to share that over there, Makers, Robin, or send me the link and I'll share it if you want.
Okay, there we go. I mean, I can take care of that doing something else, but I really like that. You know.
Oh, yeah, so Becky says that she brayers in both directions on the clipboard, but just remember to pick up before you get to the clip part of the board. She likes to make airplane noises when brayering, I like to make airplane noises like the brayer is taking off, is what Becky says.
Okie dokie.
We need a video of that, Becky.
Yes.
We don't believe you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, all I'm doing here is I'm just keep picking stuff up. Can you see that? Off of the paper, and that's why I love having my bridge table over here, because it just really works well. Okay, what did I do with
mine? Or maybe they are working, Eddie. Maybe that's the thing. They're working really well.
And see, look at this. Isn't this wonderful?
That one's fabulous, and you need to leave that alone.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I really honestly do agree with that. And I'm putting these over here because they get turned into the things that y'all get in the mail when you order stuff. Okay, now am I centered here?
Carla's cleaning lady likes to tidy up her. This one had she's like, don't touch my stuff. And we've even talked about having a cleaning lady come. Or person. I don't know. Could be a dude. I don't care. I don't know.
I did have a cleaning lady at one point. Well, she was really not. Irma used to clean and cook and do all kinds of things at our house. But she came with Carmichael,
the second husband.
She was part of the package deal.
Loved her.
I'd never forget. Okay, so we had the spare bedroom, and I decorated it all up and everything, and coordinated things, and whatnot.
She'd come along and fold the blanket.
I folded this. I spent probably 25 minutes arranging this blanket so that the folds folded out and just.
She didn't like it. She folded up, put it in a little.
When I came back from school, it had been folded neatly and put across the end of the bed and very.
Yeah. Particular.
Yeah. I didn't really say anything, and then I used to say her name was Irma. I loved her. She's no longer with us, but she was a wonderful person. I said, Irma, I don't know if you know this or not, but when Carmichael can't find something, I just tell him, you probably put it someplace. And she says, you know what? I tell him the same thing about you. I thought that was great.
She was so sweet. I loved her.
We're all on the same page there.
Yes.
And yeah. Irma was a good one. Plus, she was a really good cook.
Yeah.
She could make good food.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we going to do? This is where we're going with this. So we look at our color palette here, and I know it seems I've been doing a lot of red here lately.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that, but I'm feeling like maybe red is still good for this. Oh, and I did. Here's. Remember when we were doing color swatchy things here and coffee beans?
Yes. Coffee beans. Okay. So I'm just thinking that that's going to be good. I don't know if I should go ahead before. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to pull this up, and this is what I do when you pull this up, you need to make sure that you're pulling it gently, because it does have areas where. Yeah. It's you yank at it, it'll rip it. Yank at it, it's gonna rip. Okay, we're going to get this in the wheelhouse here.
This is Blood Red Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-transparent, but it's very, very glossy.
That was funny, Lizzie.
And it's very tomato-y. I really, I love this. And you can see that my brayer is leaving that little weird, funny spot out there.
Yeah, that's the blemish on it.
Yeah, a little dimple on its tush.
Jerry, it is a time killer, but like it was getting to a point around here, like it had to be done. It's just, number one, she had expressed multiple times how much she would like to get to her beads. Plus, here's what prompted me to really take her serious about all of that, is that she started making beads again. I was kind of the mind that it was like, hey, yes, I understand that you want to have access to it, and maybe you just want to look at your beads and play with them. I don't know. Sometimes she likes to do those sorts of things.
Just get them out and look at them.
Just look at them, you know, roll them around, then put them back. But she was actually working, you know, doing things with them, making things again.
Yes, I made 3 new necklaces.
I know, and she's planning on making me some more too. So that said to me, hey, she's really more serious about this. And so then, therefore, I'm willing to put in my sweat equity. And also, you know, sometimes she's mean. So, like, you know, I have to get mentally prepared for all of this.
Psyched up and ready. Yeah. Get your emotional armor
but,
on.
like, I mean, I would love to show y'all. If I turn the thing, I think y'all will be able to see it a little bit over here. Hold on. I gotta watch out for my coffee here. But see, look at all that now. You can actually see inside the cabinet, and I have our journals, a lot of the ones that are made. And so I can even leave it open and let it be pretty. That was not the case before. It was a hot mess inside of there.
It wasn't. She spent a lot of time down on the floor chopping up stuff.
Yeah, all those papers down at the bottom.
Yeah. All right. Now we've got, this is red.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sees that,
right? And maybe once we get things really, you know, all the bins away and the rest of this, we'll do another studio thing. Because I think it'll be worth it. Because, I mean, even the last one, the gel plates and everything were in front of the bead thing. The beads have not been seen since Izzy was 2.
Years.
That was 6 years ago. Maybe 3. So, yeah. About 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, I've got these 2 candidates here. And I'm going with white. Should I use open? There are advantages to using open.
Mm-hmm. You just got to be ready to, like, you know where you're going to leave those prints for a while.
Leave those prints for a while. And I just happen to have a whole lot of space back over yonder here. Okay, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, hey, Brenda. I'm
probably going to need at least 3, if not 4, because if I use open.
It is Elegant Mayhem. It is by Eddie. Please keep in mind that P has cut the edges of this one. So yours would need, you would have to go in and cut them if you want them.
Not ready to give that one. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just not there on that one. Okay, I think I've got plenty of choices out over here. Okay, so open titanium white. You know that because I put an O up here. And just in case, you know, I didn't get it mixed up with another. Because I've got 2 sitting here.
Yeah.
And I think that this one is ever so slightly more. They're probably about the same.
Well, it's Eddie's stencil, but P enhanced the edges.
Yes.
Extended. I don't know.
I didn't want that
straight edge.
Yeah. And sometimes I do like the edge there, but I didn't so much.
Well, and we have decided. Should I tell him about the stencils?
Yeah, I don't care. But I have to go through them. Because...
Yeah, so I have one of these huge yellow bins full of her stencils that were either here or stacked or just wherever we found them all over, because they were kind of all over. You know, tucked in, stuck to paper, this, that, the other. But it fills one of these big bins. And she's like, well, you know, what am I going to do? It's like, well, we come out with new stencils every month. So it's not like, now she does have her favorites, you know, like bricks and things. And that's what she wants to pull out. And she can keep a stack of that over there. And it's easy to move around. In fact, that seemed to be like your best process so far. But I think at some point then it's like, okay, I need to retire this. And then we need to give it up or whatever. So, coming to the shop at some point in time, I don't know when, we got to get through this process. And then her and I have to sit down and sort. But we may do...
I will show you that momentarily.
So what did we come up with? Because it was pretty funny. So, Patricia's Painty packs. And maybe because they are like fully functional stencils, and some of them are going to even have cut edges and things like that. So they'll be kind of special. Versus our IMPPs where we do, you know, anywhere from 10 to 15 different designs in a pack. Maybe we do 5-ish in a pack for those. And like if you wanted to soak them and get the paint off, yeah, that would be doable. Oh, hey, Margie, I want to, will you be here tomorrow? Because I want to show some of the sample books and you guys can pick which ones you want. I think also on that, I'm just going to request that y'all pay shipping on the sample books because you may want more than one. And they are heavy, like it's paper. So, but I think I'll show a few of them tomorrow and then put your names on them. And then just do like a PayPal request for shipping and then get it off to y'all. Because some other, like Christy Hartman, she reached out too. She was interested in some of the paper sample books. But they're all different. And I don't want to choose for y'all. Because that makes me feel a little stressed. So tomorrow, during my stream, Monday, Makes with Mariah, I will try to set a, like, you know, we'll go through a handful of them. And y'all can then say, hey, I want this one. I will email you. You pay shipping. And then I will ship it off to you. Kind of like, I think how some of these folks do like the sales online. But, you know, it's like the first person who says in the chat that they want that particular book or, yeah.
Hey, you know what, Mariah? I've got the coffee sitting. I have to pee.
Okay.
If you bring those books over here, you can show them real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back. This is my
slide them over.
Coffee.
Oh, yeah. They're paper sample books. P's going to show you some. I'm going to slide them over there, and then once she's out of the restroom. I mean, and this thing is flipping heavy. Now, I may keep 1 or 2 of them. But there's just no sense in us. They just sit up on the shelf. And now, actually, they don't sit up on the shelf because I took them down. And that space has been filled with other things. I know, but look at that. Look at behind there. Yes. buddy. I need a pegboard. The other thing that we were thinking about is like gluing down some of the stencils and making like, you know, gluing them to canvas or something like that and putting them up. Because above the bead stuff is all just like a blank wall. It's about the only blank wall left in this house. I mean, there are a few other places, but they're hard to get to. But yeah. Yeah, a metallic paper. Yes, paper and more. If you want to buy it online.
Oh, okay.
And then put the books down there.
I always worry about sneezing in that, you know, when you're in danger of wetting yourself. That becomes more issue the older you get. Look at that.
That is lovely.
And here we're, like I said, down to, this is going to be.
Yeah, I would love to see what some people do with them. Because, I mean, that's obviously one of the reasons that I have kept them. I mean, the main reason was that, like, I love paper. But the books are really cool. And, like, kind of once we knew about junk journaling, I was like, God, these really would be great. But I just have not ever.
Oh, we've used some of them for.
Well, I pulled the paper.
Tags.
Yeah, I pulled the paper because they had these little small sizes and they were, you know, whatever. But I've not ever used the actual book to make something.
Now, see, this is, you know, it's just that little bit that just keeps on giving off of your plate. And sometimes that's all you want. You don't want it to, like, cover everything. Just want it to cover some things. Or to leave a bit of a.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to benefit from. Now, here's the thing about this. All this white stuff here on the edge, that has to, see, it's already sticking to itself.
Open paint.
Open paint. Takes a long time to dry. And, okay, so.
Oh, yes, good call, Acme. I agree with that.
What is it?
She says the stencil looks different, like culturally, based on the colors, like Hawaiian or Baroque or Goth or.
Yeah.
Style-wise, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that artfully?
Yeah, let's look at that. Putting out the
artfully
paint.
Squeezed.
Artfully squeezed. Oh, that's awesome, Paula.
Okay. I'm putting the painty side down. So it's going to leave a residue there.
Well,
on the other side of the paint. So this is a little bit different. So I'm glad that you're tuning in today.
I mean, we're happy you tune in each and every day. We do this 4 times a week. And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. And if you're feeling like you really love this and want to share it with somebody, please do. That makes us so extra, extra happy. And thumbsy upsies.
Now I'm using the more convex side of the brayer, which is the knobby top. Knobby top. Because I really want it to get down into the little it's on the, but see, look at that.
I love this turquoisey kind of color with the red and the yellow.
I know, me too. Okay, before I pull this up.
Oh, thanks, Devin.
See that? Okay, so before I pull this up, we can do something here.
Okay, do it.
Let's do it. Make sure that corner's tacked back down because
Y'all just wait, something's happening.
Put some more paint on here. Put some more paint on here. Okay, yeah, here we go. Transparent red iron oxide. I know I just keep using this, but it's just, I just love it so much. We buy big bottles of that. I say we, Mariah buys those for me.
You help. You show the folks how to use it. She earns her paint.
I do. I'm really pushing.
I know, Angela, I'm the same way with when I'm watching anybody on a live stream. It is so hard for me to, like, multitask. Because I like, you know, chit-chatting and I like watching what people are doing. I mean, you know, sometimes the conversation's great and all and can just stay focused on that. But you want to see what people are doing. And then you want to see what people are saying in chat. And I am a little biased, but I do feel like our chat is one of the best chats around.
Absolutely. And I'm getting this off of here just in time. I have one in the bathroom that's
getting dealt with.
Yeah. And it's not.
You might.
I wet it yesterday, but I didn't stay after it because
you need to do the Murphys on it.
And I just need to, yeah.
There's a video for that. We didn't do the video, but we have the video over on our website.
So now what we do is we let this dry.
That's beautiful. That was well done.
And you saw how we did it here in real time.
Oh, bye, Fran. Thanks for hanging.
Bye, Fran.
Are you streaming later? Is that what's happening? Oh, thanks, Angela. I mean, we really, like, that's the goal. It is purposeful.
Okay, I think I got most of the stuff that I don't want. Because I get to decide on what I want to leave on the edges. Okay, I know this is wonky. It's even making me slightly crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this was the flop off.
That's lovely.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, yeah, they want to see the sample books, too, by the way.
No, the sample books.
Yeah, they didn't want you to forget that you were going to... Well, hey, you...
All right, let's just do that. I do have some other things that I really do want to do today, but...
All right, bye, Fran.
Okay, I'm just going to arbitrarily grab a handful.
Robin says that she's got stencils soaking in Murphy's right now. She hates the smell, but it's sometimes what they need.
I don't like the smell either.
It's a weird oily smell. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like it, and of course these are upside down. Okay, so we have here Xander's Icono.
So like these just like regular white cover stock papers aren't the most exciting ones, but I think that they might be some of the most fun books because like you don't feel obligated. But see, there's cool tabby, flippy, outy things, and look, it's a book inside of a book. There's fun things there. Could be cool pictures.
Yeah. But now here's the actual paper.
Yeah.
But see, it's got little tabbies here, which you could really utilize to your own. But look at this.
And then cool picture stuff. Because it shows you how the printing process on it. And then it gives you just a sample piece of the paper. Each section's going to give you like the printed.
Yes, so that you'll be able to see how it's going to print onto. But then you get all of these wonderful just pieces of blank paper.
And you might learn some things about like different inks and papers.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Now this is the fancy stuff, and this is the paper that that I think was it Walter that was asking about. I think before he headed out.
Oh, and isn't that a lovely
Yeah, this
image?
paper's awesome, and this is the metallic paper. So these would be like the really sought after ones because obviously that's beautiful and wonderful.
Classic crest.
I'm trying to think.
And you know, these people are so ingenious with their marketing. Because this is a trifold.
Yeah. Plus, look, it has other...
Actually, a little...
It's a gate. Technically, that'd be like a gatefold, I think.
And then you have this little strip of stuff over here. It's already, you know, made for you if you just wanted to use the pages. Oh,
Jerry was asking about the metallic. Okay, yeah. So the shine is like one of the things. Now, what's crazy is like if you go over to Paper More, I don't know if they list. They might. The manufacturer of the paper.
I might keep this Strathmore one myself. I'm not going to show you this.
Okay, no, show that one. Then give me. I already kept one. Let me
have one like this.
I'll put it in the thing
because I use Strathmore paper a lot. Splendor Luxe cast coated papers. There's new colors and finishes. Of course,
these are all very old. This is not new. This is
January 2008. Hey, these are vintage almost.
Almost. Now some of these I've torn apart too, so.
But look at that.
Yeah. Super fun. I mean, and even just the little folder things, because you could put your things inside of there. Like, it's just cool.
Oh, look, and here's a really nice piece of cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
And Clamp It Paper is the paper company. The thing is you have to have a business license for them to sell to you. And for them to even give you the sample books. Although, you can buy some of these sample books online. Sometimes the companies will send them to you or, you know, yeah. Now that...
I wish you could feel this. That
paper is amazing. It feels like butter.
It does.
Or like suede.
It's... And there, look at that little... Oh, yes.
And see, we have some of that.
But I'll tell you what, it's very unforgiving.
Glue shows up on it. You can scratch it. You can...
Yes. It's but you get a really nice piece of suede black here. Both sides.
What's funny is in this... But I thought that... So there's different companies that make this style of paper. We have a red, an orange, a purple, and black. This isn't the one, but this is the original one. Because I can remember when this came out, when I worked at the printing company. And the sample book came in, and I was like, oh.
This is from 2007. And here's the company that we get our paper.
Now, see, I got this. So I'm trying to think. Because we didn't do liquid flat designs until like full on like 2011. But we did have the company before then. But I think that.
And again, this is one of those. But look at these little.
But I also hoarded some of these when I worked at the paper company because they, you know, they would bring in new ones or whatever. And so some of these are from that time. And then whenever I started designing on my own, I went and got the box because it comes in like a little carry box and yeah.
Okay, well, there's lots of them. And you can see the size.
So tomorrow, if you'll come back, I will, you know, try to kind of auction these off. You got to pay shipping. Because I was going to list them, but then I'm just like, then I have to photograph them and I figured out, you know, this, that, the other. So it's going to kind of be like a first come, first serve. I want this one. I do feel like I should give Margie and Christy Hartman a little bit of a, because they spoke up early that they wanted.
That they were interested, yes.
So they get first dibs tomorrow.
Okay. This is dry.
Hopefully that sounds like fun. I think they're fun just to look at. They're fun. I mean, obviously that's why I've held on to them since, you know, 2007.
Yeah.
Go. I mean, seriously, that's almost 20 years. That's crazy. And I bet you there's some in there that are from prior to that, because 2008, I worked at Osco then. I worked at the printing company in 2000.
This is gold. Just plain gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's dark gold, but this is just the. No.
Yeah, Eddie, did you see your point thing?
As being used as a. Oh my gosh! Look at this funny thing going on here with my sprayer.
It's hard, Lygia, but the thing is I also know and can get others. Like we can go to the printing company and get them. If we're like, oh my gosh, we need one of those right now. And like you saw, we're keeping a couple. I don't need the full box. It's ridiculous.
And it's taken up a lot of very valuable real estate.
Yes, it was up on the shelf there.
And it's been there for a very long time.
Yeah, since we set up this.
Yeah.
How long has PM Artist Studio been our full-time business? Okay, that is a very good question. Because it was a slow transition into it being the main thing that we do. Because still, technically, I still have one client. He called me the other day. I made sure. He's like, you know I'm your best client. And I said, you're my only one.
The only one left.
You're the only one left. I got rid of everybody else. Or they got rid of me.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street. Brad still does have clients, though, on our Liquid Fly designs and of things. But I would say...
Okay, we're going to let this.
Fully, it has taken over the last 2 years. Like, it is our main focus of our business. That's the best way to put that. Because it's been a transition to where it made sense, and that, you know, Brad is a full participant.
Okay.
I mean, designer, help, like, you know,
yeah,
all of that. Because before, you know, it started out slow. We just cut a few things. I had one Cricut machine.
Well, and plus he still was designing almost full time for other people.
Oh yeah, doing like that business, like, and even still, like, again, about 2 years now, we scaled back Liquid Fly Designs a lot, and we really only take on the clients that we have a great relationship with, and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I told you when I did this, because remember, the back side of this still had some of the white, the open white,
Mm-hmm.
when I came in with the turquoise, right?
Yeah.
And then before I pulled the stencil up, after I pulled up all the extra turquoise, y'all saw me do that, right?
It was.
With this one, then it was, when I pulled the stencil up, it left that.
Yeah.
And I said there would be some white that was on there. And it does some very interesting things.
Speckly kind of business.
And the difficult thing here, and I just got this out to show you, it's not dry.
Yeah.
I just put my finger in it and it's not dry.
That's how you test it.
Paige,
Paige, that is a wonderful question, and thank you. How did Liquid Fly how did it come about? I wanted the company to be Dragonfly Designs. So do like about 1 million other people. It's a very popular design or name for design companies, in fact, just specifically. And so Brad was like, well, let's do something a little more edgy and fun. And he actually came up with the liquid part. And I was like, I like that. And it is together, but the L and the F, so it is Liquid Fly together, but the F is capitalized. Just, you know, branding. Also, a terrible name. It's hard to say on the phone. People don't understand it. It's a terrible email address because it's very long. So, you know, these are just some of those things where you're like, ooh, that sounds cool. Well, you know what? You really should workshop that kind of stuff around and like talk to people on the phone and be like, do you understand what I'm saying? And even spelling it out especially in Texan, you know, because it's liquid fly.
Yeah.
Designs with an S.com.
Okay, I think I'm going to bring my book in now. Because I promised you that I would.
And Brad made the logo. But his original colors were like this, you know, Miami Vice blue and the lime green. And I was like, no, I'm gonna. My call was turning the blue to the black. Because I knew it would be easier also just for printing purposes. Because, you know, when you're printing things, you want one spot color. The black is easy. So you do that versus like 2 spot colors. Because if you pick 2 Pantones, yeah. Stuff to think about, y'all.
Okay, I've got things laid out. And the white does seem to be drying pretty fast over here. But, well, I don't want to do any more with wet paint here.
Yeah, I had to.
Oh, no.
Is it she stacked it, see?
Just caught the edge, but I caught it in time.
What are you enjoying this wide open space?
Oh my goodness, it's just absolutely, I mean, it's just beyond.
See, what I'm doing is I need her to associate good positive feelings and understanding the space and why keeping it clean is the preferable thing. And to think, oh, before I put something down there, what does that mean? Because a lot of times P just stacks things just because that's the easiest thing to do. Not that it's like, hey, you know what? If I would just deal with this one piece of mail and put it in the trash or shred it or whatever, it'll be fine. Then you don't have to deal with that again.
She threw away some of my strips of paper. I want y'all to know.
I did. Happily.
Black truffle brie. That is so yummy. And they don't carry it at Costco anymore. So that's very sad.
Oh, we have 15 minutes. Good gosh, this went by quick.
And here's my lotto tickets.
Hey, Sandy. Hey, Lucy.
From
hey,
Baltimore. And I tried to find a date on. No, I didn't. It says 07/28.
Yeah.
But that's like the month.
Well, no, that would...
And the day.
But, yes.
Doesn't have like a year on it.
No.
Might be back there someplace in that print.
But it was 2 years ago.
Even, huh?
It was 2 years ago.
No. Mm-hmm. This is the first time I went.
Oh.
These are really old. We didn't buy any lotto tickets then. Oh, here's the date. 07/26/23.
2 years ago. That was the one that Patty got us.
Remember? Oh, yeah.
She don't
we managed not to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I've got the little truffles.
Jennifer's also a stacker.
Who is a stacker?
Jennifer is a stacker.
Okay. And then I've got all these little pieces of paper, which you might think this is really weird, and why would you keep those? Well, I show you in just here in one moment why you would, but I thought those were interesting little things. And then here's a little look at that little beauty. Now, why would you throw something like that away? That is just so wonderful. I need to put that underneath the paper, underneath the clothes.
Hey, you should give me that cat. Maybe I can work that into the doll thing.
I don't have any. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stuff in here that can be used in the book. That's what.
And a bag over here, plus then.
Yeah, I do have a rather large bag. I'm really enamored of.
Hi, Ellen.
Tissue paper stuff, but anyway, okay. So I've got that.
Yeah. So. P was just giving you kind of a preview. We're not giving any of them away today.
Going to do that on Monday.
That would be tomorrow. So, yeah.
Oh, okie dokie.
Yes, that's when we met up with Darcy.
And then I found this, and look, it's got little hearts on the back side. Isn't it wonderful? I want to use that someplace in my book. But now I've got to find the pig.
Exactly, Jennifer.
Now, I think I showed this already, right?
Yes. I mean, you could tell them about it again
Okay,
because you think it's hilarious.
Here's the pig thing.
I want you to put the card in the other way because I think it's better. Because I like the little red thing sticking out. I think that's hilarious.
Well, I'm going to put the quotation on the back.
Well, that's fine. But from the pocket, the little...
You mean when I...
right.
Actually...
Yeah, like that.
Back in there.
See, that's better. I think that's hilarious.
I think it's...
You know why. Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a nice little thingy here. Might just glue that down on this side.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I love you, Vicky. That's hilarious. Vicky says, cute pig.
Now, where's my book?
That I don't know. I thought you had it back in the pouch. Oh, that book.
This book. Because this is where I have the pig thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, twice
Hey,
before
Barbara.
crossing a woman. I'm assuming that's twin. I didn't get the other.
You going 2002?
I don't know. Marcia. So I know.
Marcia?
Okay.
So you remember that?
Here we go. Never attempt. All right. So we've got to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to write it on a piece of, and see, this is where I.
Oh, hey, Deb.
I don't know what kind of paper this is over here, but I'm just going to pull some of it out. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is quite the ordeal here, folks. Not sure. I don't really know what this is, but it's some kind of
rice paper, tea bag paper.
Don't think it's tea bag.
Could be. I think it's rice paper.
I think it is too. But anyway, I've got that here. I have to get that back under there because I don't like to pull it out. So. I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about this going.
Bye, Elizabeth.
through.
Thanks for hanging. Bye, Carrie. Thanks for hanging.
So I might just go ahead and do a little.
Oh, you're going to see how it bleeds? Yeah.
Okay, we can't do that. So we'll just put that aside, and I'm just going to have to.
So you better stay well within. Kind of.
It's kind of hard because I'm writing at an angle that.
Oh, lives today, Jennifer. Anne will be on later. I think. I want to say it's 4:30 our time. 4 Central. I know. She has lovely handwriting. with the skinnier fin.
There we go. Let me just take our ruler.
Robin said her brother had that saying hanging on his wall 40 years ago.
Hey, Robert's been around a while. He's a delightful old fella. It's really hard to see this and get it, so it's...
Well, what I would do is I would have glued it down and then trim around it.
I don't want to, because I want to have a border of the...
Oh.
I'm managing.
Okay.
Nice thing about this paper, it tears from all different directions, just FYI.
Yeah, very easy peasy.
Where's my little hefty-do thing? Oop, boy.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said, because you drew your box so big.
I did, but I didn't want to touch the edges of my card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's just going to be what it is.
Okay.
C'est la vie. And we've got some good old Blick acrylic here.
Well, tissue's different than vellum. And if we're speaking vellum, like more like modern vellum, is really more of a plasticky sheet, even though it is made out of paper. It's just it's finely ground up, or super pulp is basically what creates it, but it's almost plasticky. And what you want with that is a like permanent marker. Plus you need to be careful though, like with that, because those permanent markers, certain ones will bleed more than others. Sometimes it even has to do with the actual color, because the different colors do different things on those papers. Now, tissue, you can pretty much get away with just about any, but again, you need to consider, all right, well, if you're doing medium like this, you want a permanent marker. So best and safest option is always to go with a permanent marker. Not all permanent markers are equal, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I'm wetting this so that I get more transparency.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna... And this is just, this just goes to show you, when you're doing these kind of projects, and it's, sometimes I even get books out that we've worked in, and I will find a tag or something that somebody sent me, and it'll just go perfectly. So I'll get that book out and put it in that book, but that happens. Okay, well this obviously, we're going to put this aside.
Goes in the pig slot.
Yeah. Okay, so I've showed this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give him a little flip. There you go. Eye of the world.
Eye of the world.
I'm watching you, world.
Sure, and here's
here's her roast beef.
Arby's roast beef sandwich.
That is not Arby's.
Huh?
That is not Arby's.
Yeah, it is.
Well, they're doing things differently.
They are. And it was a recent flyer. And then this is a thing from a box of stuff that we got from...
This is the box that
Fredericksburg.
She's supposed to do something with, that I have now touched 4 times and said, hey, you need to do something with this box, because it just keeps coming around. Yeah.
Okay, I like this a lot.
You got 5 minutes to do whatever you...
I've got 5 minutes to do whatever I need to do here. All right.
Exactly, Jenny. I don't think that was Arby's.
What?
Jenny says she's never seen lettuce and tomato at Arby's. I agree.
I think that they're
stepping it up.
They're stepping it up and, putting more veggies out there. Now, see, look at that little bit that I got off of that. Wasn't that just amazing?
Amazing. And she'll
have a hard time getting that's pretty good. This is kind of wonky.
Mm-hmm.
But you see how easily this paper is just really quite lovely.
What is on our wish list currently? Nothing. More space.
No wishes for nothing. no wishes for nothing.
No.
Where's my other little piece of paper here?
We have everything and then some that we need or want around here. Storage bins.
Yeah.
Somebody to, offer up free space at a storage unit. That would be really super. Or some kind of, discount.
Right. I want to write this with blue.
Oh, thanks, Carol. Thanks for hanging.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it seems weird to put like hot meat with lettuce and tomatoes. It's kind of like, if you get your tuna fish sandwich, if you get it toasted and they're like, do you want the tuna on it? I'm like, no, that is disgusting. Why would you do that? Who wants that? I don't want hot tuna. I want the bread toasted and the cheese melted, and then you put the tuna on. And then I guess you can but see, that's different. It's not hot meat. Hot meat. Don't put veggies with the hot meat because it's just going to make them all wilty and weird. Yeah. That's a personal feeling. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's a burger. That's true. In a burger situation, that is okay. See, now I knew there would be one, and I do want a burger. And I want lettuce and tomatoes on it.
There we go.
Well, I let them chill, that's for sure. Not hot bacon. But that's a good point, too. So bacon and BLT and burger, that's okay. As long as they're not messing up the veggies. Yeah, but I don't want the tuna. Well, no hot tuna. I love a tuna. Like, I want the bread and the cheese toasted together.
Bread and cheese toasted together.
Yeah.
Yes, and then the other stuff put on.
Tacos. See, dang it. I'm just, never mind. It was an initial feeling, but yeah, just got to be careful. I think the temperature of the meat makes a difference.
Don't know that I like those together.
All right.
They just are not working.
No. Because
what happened to my bee? My other bee.
I'm on a bee. Bee. She's gonna find her bee. We'll be back tomorrow. This is how the piles start, y'all. Saw it here. Just keep in mind, the back of that thing.
I'm gonna clean it up.
Wonderful. We're gonna continue on cleaning some things, I think, too. So, anyways, we shall be back tomorrow. Until then, we
love you
like a
long haul.
bye, guys.